Hi, Jeremy the Tall Trainer here. I promised one of my clients that I would make this video, so here I am keeping my word. This is a video about shoulder exercising in spite of a shoulder injury. So this is going to be a lot of workarounds. We're not really going to use the shoulders a whole lot because we're going to pretend like they are in really bad shape. You know, so they're really no good. So this is how to still get a workout in, because sometimes when you have an injury, you feel like you can't do anything, and so you don't do anything, and the rest of your body suffers. So here's a workout that you can do, even if you don't have, you know, all the ability that you'd like to have. So this is a 10-minute workout. You do 1 minute each exercise. Actually, it could be an 8-minute workout, depending on, because there's a couple exercises in here that you may have to drop if your shoulder is that bad. So they're kind of iffy on that. So one exercise to start off with is high knees. So you're going to be lifting the knees up. I got a creaky spot over here on the floor. So you can do it on a march, where you're trying to get the knees up nice and high, or you can do it on a jog to get the heart rate up even more. So that's 1 minute of that. Then you're going to do tap backs. So you're going to, from the front here, you're just going to tap back and come up, and then alternate. Other side, tap back and come up. You can come all the way down like you're going to take a knee there. So down one side and down the other side. You can really do this workout even if you're in a shoulder brace there. I would suggest not the bouncing thing if you're in a shoulder brace. The next one is field goal squeeze. So if your shoulder is not too bad, but it's kind of bad, you got a field goal squeeze. You can do squeezing down, squeezing back. So really focusing on down and back. One of the worst things for our shoulder to be in is up and forward. That puts so much pressure on rotator cuff, it's ridiculous. It wears through things, bursa sacs, tendonitis, all sorts of problems come from that. So really focusing on down and back is going to be awesome there. So reaching down and back. If you've got an okay shoulder, I mean not quite so bad shoulder, you can do this with hands up and get that stretch across the chest. If your shoulder is really shot, you may just try to squeeze back and down with your arms hanging down there. So where you get that squeeze in between the shoulder blades and down with those shoulder blades. Really squeeze hard, about 5 seconds, and then you let up, and then you squeeze, and then you let up. So what we're doing is instead of moving here in the shoulder, we're moving that shoulder blade. So we're working some of those upper back muscles that need the work, and probably them not working is what's caused some of your shoulder joint issues. So that's going to be a really great exercise to help you out. And then we've got a lunge. So I call it a lunge. It's really like a split squat. So you got 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, coming down and up there. Now, if you've got knee issues, you may have to modify some of these things. So this is just particularly shoulder issues. All right? And then, so you got 1 minute on one side, a whole minute on one side, then a whole minute on the other side. Make sure the knee is not trailing forward and back, coming right up and down with that lunge. All right? And then we've got legs out abs. So because a lot of abs are done like, you know, with like a planks and on the arms, stuff like that, what we're going to do is legs out. You're going to have to get down, so be careful when you're getting down if you've got a bad shoulder there. Then you're going to be out here, head down, reaching the legs out as much as you can stand there. Abs in tight, make sure your lower back is pressing into the ground there. A lot of times people will start to arch and they get hip flexors lower back. We don't want hip flexors lower back, we want abs to happen there. So squeezing in. So you got a minute of that one. And then we've got ice skater. So we're going to come up, get the heart rate up again a little bit. You're going to you can jump from side to side here. Now if you're in a brace there, you can probably do that, but you can also step tap. Step tap's a little bit easier option, but it gets the heart rate going a little bit. Optional exercises. Got a band here. What we can do is we can do bicep curls. So if your shoulder's not too bad, so we're not going to send a lot of movement through there, but we can do a little exercise. This one is probably the most risky of all the ones for the shoulder, so be careful with this one. So your shoulder's backing down and you're pulling up. If you have a bicep issue in your shoulder, I would suggest not doing this one. So we're squeezing up there. Again, if anything hurts, don't do it. You do something different. You do the rest of the exercises. You know, well, I mean, it hurts in a bad way. You know that bad way. So the other one is a tricep. So if you can loop it around something, you can hold onto the band there, and arms by the side, kind of arms at an angle, and you're just going to squeeze back. So really just moving just at the elbow. Keep the shoulders down and back as you're doing that. You may not have a cool little pillar like this, but you probably have a door, and you can loop it on the knob there. Make sure you got it set up really good so you don't get smacked with it. And then you can see the closet just a little bit. So you're going to squeeze back right in there, and we can anchor it off the door there. So that's 2 exercises. So 1 minute biceps, 1 minute triceps. If they work for you, good, do them. If they hurt, don't do them. And then finally we got the drum roll, which is just right in here. Just a fast movement, kind of like you're drumming there, or we're going to fast feet in and out. So you got a minute of that. So again, can be slower, can be whatever level you're at. but then that's just going to get your heart rate up again. So that's 10 minutes, maybe 8 minutes if you had to throw out a couple exercises, but that should get you some kind of exercise, even if your shoulders are really shot. So it doesn't involve a whole lot of equipment. In fact, if you throw out those 2 exercises, you don't even need any equipment, and you can still get a workout in. So hope you have fun with this one. This is Jeremy Biernatt saying have fun, be safe.